Good morning. It is a beautiful morning here on the homestead. We've had a lot of storms all throughout this winter, so we need to head up our road and start cleaning up after it. First, we need to fuel up the side-by-side. I need to grab our chainsaws, and then I want to bring up the 𝑇YM 574 with the grapple bucket on it, because one of the trees is decent size, and I'm pretty sure it is, like the root is out of the ground kind of, so it'd be nice to be able to just pull it up and get it out of our way. So we'll head on up there and see what we can do. Let's make sure this is fueled up. I figure we better fuel up so we don't run out of gas while we're a couple miles back there.
We're waiting for some parts on the mini truck so we can get that up and running so that hopefully I can learn how to drive it. But then Al was talking to me this morning about some other ideas for the mini truck, which I was pretty intrigued by. So I don't know if he's going to do anything with that, but maybe we'll see. Is the mini truck thing just a thought, or you think you're really going to?
No, it's something I think we need to look into. Make it a lot more versatile and useful on the homestead, and then we'd be able to charge it by the sun, which would be awesome. All right, let's go grab the tractor and we'll get the grapple bucket put on it. I'm thinking we're gonna need the grapple bucket today, so instead of heading out without it, let's bring it. George, Miles, Hope and Daisy. George and Miles are doing really good. We haven't put George and Miles out on pasture yet because we want them to get to know us and be able to be handled good, easily I should say. We have big plans for those two guys. We wanted them to be very docile, which they are, but friendly with us, and that we can go up to them, get them whenever we need to. Just have them super friendly, and so far they are. They're getting better and better. Miles is awesome. George is still a little hesitant. George, what do you say? Miles, you got a little something in your teeth, dude.
Well, we're waiting for Al to get his grapple bucket. It's Bruce and Al thinks that we should take Bruce with us. We have him on his leash. I'm not sure if it's a great idea, but it'd be good for him getting in and out of the side-by-side, getting used to that a little bit. Are you ready for your adventure?
All right, now that we got that hooked up, let's head out. A lot of down trees like that, but we're going to be passing by most of those for now. We're going to come back and get them, but I want to go all the way up to where I saw the really bad one, get that one, and then work our way back down, because it'll make more sense doing it that way. So we got about another mile and a half-ish to go, and then we'll get to our final destination.
How was it? Oh, goodness.
Was Gina a good driver? Does she drive better than me? Huh? Does she drive better than I drive? Look at that big old moose track.
Oh my goodness.
That thing's bigger than my hand. So this is the big tree that's down. It's very disappointing because it's a birch tree, and I love birch trees.
It's a pretty one.
It is a pretty one too, yep. Most birch trees are pretty, but it is blocking one of our main trails that we use here. So we're gonna get it cut up and cleaned up and taken care of. We'll cut some of this into firewood, and then I gotta figure out about renting a chipper sometime because we have a bunch of all that other wood I wanna cut down and stack up. And it'd be nice once we have all like piles of it to come back through with a chipper. It'd be really nice to come back through the chipper in Gina's mini truck and chip it all in the back of the mini truck and then put it out for when we need bedding for azalea or just for composting. But first we gotta take care of this, and this is why I wanted the grapple bucket so I can take the root ball out and stick it over here somewhere with the tractor. It wasn't dead, but I feel like it was pretty dead. Some of these branches weren't looking the hottest. What are you doing?
Stop it.
You got a tick in there?
Now I can't find it.
These little black gnats are crazy out here right now. It's that time of the year. Tick season and little black gnat season.
I found it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Third one so far?
Well, the other two are not on me, but...
Leatherman comes in handy for that. Nothing better to take a break with than a nice fresh cup of coffee. I like mine warm most of the time.
I like mine cold.
Sometimes I like mine cold when it's nice and hot out, but I really enjoy a hot cup of coffee, even in the summertime. I will say in the middle of the day, a nice cold brew is perfect. We're gonna be having another freshly roasted batch of coffee going for sale today, May 21st at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys wanna get yourself some, click the link down below. It goes pretty fast. We're gonna have all of our roasts. We have In the Woods, which is a dark roast, which is delicious. We'll have our Homestead Sunrise, which is our light roast. This is, I would say, the most popular one that we have.
I would say that too.
So this is one of my favorite. But this time of the year, what is really amazing is our cold brew.
Which is a medium roast, and it's our favorite, besides the campfire decaf.
Yep. Then we got our campfire decaf, which is a single origin Honduras mountain water processed decaf. It is delicious. It has the full flavor of a regular coffee without the caffeine. So I am a coffee guy. I just love the taste of coffee. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. So one of the things we wanted to make sure we had when we got into having coffee is a good decaf. And that's what the campfire decaf is. It tastes just like a regular coffee without the caffeine. It's water processed, which means it's not processed with chemicals to get the decaf out.
And sometimes I love to do a half caf because I don't always love all the caffeine, so it's really good that way too.
So what we do is we always have a cold brew in the fridge, and then the campfire decaf you can do as hot or cold. So we have a cold brew. We don't sell it as a cold brew, but you can cold brew the campfire decaf. So we'll have a jar in the fridge of campfire decaf and the Modern Homestead cold brew going in the fridge. So then if you want a half caf, you can just take half a regular coffee and half a decaf and have half caf. So if it's later in the afternoon, you don't want all the caffeine, that's what Gina does. And it is delicious. I love coffee. I've always been a big coffee guy. Just love the taste of it. So they're all delicious. And if you want to try some, click the link down below. They go fast. Let us know what your favorite is. Are you a dark roast, medium roast, or a light roast? And do you drink decaf? I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's decaf. That's no good. This decaf tastes just like a regular coffee. You can't tell that it's a decaffeinated coffee. So if you want to try some, click the link down below. It's going to go live today, May 21st at 3 p.m. If you go to the website before 3 p.m. Eastern time, it's going to show sold out. It's not that they're sold out yet. We just haven't reset the website to show that we have them in stock. So at 3 p.m., they'll be back in stock, and then they usually go pretty quickly.
Speaking of stock, we also have restocked a lot of our sizes in our merch, so take a look at that if you're interested in that and possibly your size was out. So make sure you check that out.
We want to thank everybody who has been buying the coffee and supporting us with this new endeavor. It means a lot to us. I hope you enjoy the coffee. Click the link down below. Now we're going to get back to work. Enough of taking a break. All right, I'm going to try to get in there with the tractor and the grapple bucket, see if we can get that stump ripped right out, and probably just put it back over there with everything. It'd be kind of nice to get it all out and not just have to leave it. Well, that thing definitely had some weight to it. It's a lot better now that I shook off some of the dirt, but man, she was heavy. I was on 3 wheels for
You are.
quite a bit of time. Hey, but I got it. That's what matters.
Hey. Well, how did that turn out?
Well, not the best bucket for smoothing, and it's pretty wet there, I guess, still.
What do you think, Brutus? Did you make a mess?
I agree. Brutus did make a mess.
You agree?
Well, at least we got this mess cleaned up. It'll dry out, and then we can finish cleaning that up later on. Let's move on down the road and get some more of this mess picked up. All right, we got a few here we need to take care of. 1, 2, 3. That one back there we'll leave till it comes down on the road more because it's way off to the side, but these 3 we'll take care of right now. I wish you could have seen how much water came out of those trees on the first initial cut. It was just pouring out. You could have put a glass under it and probably got a couple of inches of water.
No way.
Yeah, the sap, crazy. Whether we come back and chip these piles, we'll pile them up, and then that way they make good rabbit houses and chipmunk dens. That'll get something for the hawks. That'll get something for the hawks to eat. I've been cutting up all the bigger stuff and blocking it up. I'll come back later on and grab it once the back of the side-by-side's empty. Gina just noticed something. We have a turkey that something got.
It's terrible.
I'm gonna say it was probably a coyote, but I don't know that. Its guts have been all eaten out. The head's still there, the feet's still there. Something will be back at some point to finish it off, but yeah. We made a good dent, but we still have quite a few right here and some more further down. It's gonna be nice to get these all cleaned up. There's some that aren't in the road, but the further out they come, or the further down they come, the more they'll get in the road. So while we're doing it, we might as well take care of them. It'll make it mowing so much easier and just driving back and forth. We don't gotta watch out for all this stuff. Two down, more to go. But we're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer. All right, these will be the most interesting ones. Yes. All right, I feel like these branches are holding that up now. Yeah, pretty sure. All right, you're gonna pull the winch in and then I'll back up a little bit once I get it tensioned on. Okay, going in reverse, 4-wheel drive, diff lock on. Oh yeah, here she comes. I thought that's what it was, is that V was kind of holding it in place. Now I need to get in there and finish cutting that off at the stump, and then I'll drag it all up on the road, and then we can cut it up here on the road. So yeah, let me get back in there and do that. And that feels good to have that one done. That one fell down last year, and I just never took care of it because, as you can see, it's not an easy one to do. All right, let's see if we can get this all dragged up on the road. I say we got it. I ran out of time yesterday before I had the podcast I had to do with Jason and Ben. Jason from Solarland and Ben from Modern Homestead. We only got 5 more trees over here, and then we have a few more sporadic ones up ahead. And back there, the roadway is looking so much nicer than what it did yesterday. We got probably about a ½ inch of rain overnight. I thought it was gonna rain all day long, but there's just a morning rainstorm. So I'm gonna get a little bit more wet today than I did yesterday, but it's gonna be beautiful out.
We got just enough light rain this morning so I don't have to water the garden. That's how I wish it would happen every time. Just a nice little rain either overnight or first thing in the morning, and then the garden's watered, not too much wet on the ground, but the grass can grow and all the things. We don't have too much growing in the garden yet because we shouldn't plant until Memorial Day weekend. So that is very, very soon.
I actually used a full tank of fuel yesterday. I thought today was gonna be a total washout, so I never installed these yesterday. Our friends over at ITC Attachments sent us a bunch of products. I'm actually not even sure what they sent us. We met them, we went to the tractor show that Scott's Recreation put on in Augusta, Maine. So we've had these for probably almost a month now. I just haven't had the time to put it on. I believe one of them is a chainsaw holder and a chain holder. So that would have came in really handy. But like I said, I thought it was gonna rain. So I was like, you know what? We'll get them on the rainy day. And it never did. Bam. This is going to be a thing to put a chain in, and it holds your chain. Then I think this is part of the chainsaw holder. Let me see what else is in here. So yes, this is the ITC Saw Boss. All right, they also sent us some other goodies. So let's open it all up at the same time. And then we'll figure out where we want to install this. Bam. There's one more box, so let's see what's in the other box. Bam. Okay. This one is their toolbox. All right, let's get these assembled. These are made right here in the US of A. I met the guys at the TYM Tractor Show. Really cool group of guys. They actually gave me a promo code for you guys. I'll have the link to the website down below, and if you use the promo code LUMNAH5, you'll get 5% off your order. They have quite a bit of different stuff. They have the stuff for, like this holding the saw for chains, toolboxes, a cargo box. They got them for all different tractors. Actually, they actually sent me a, where'd I put it? Right here, the little grippy pedal I can put on my differential lock pedal, so I have traction. They make skid plates for underneath. They make covers for your hydraulics, so you don't got to worry about bumping them. I am excited for the chain. Not just having a chain on it for when you're working with your chainsaw, but it'd be nice to have the chain box. I'm pretty sure you can get the chain box without the chain boss, but I'm excited to have it so you can have a chain on you all the time. I'll have to pick up another one, especially in the wintertime. If you slide off the road or if somebody else slides off the road and you got your tractor, if you have your chain in there, perfect. I usually keep one in the cab with me, and it never works out because, you know why? There's not enough room in the cab. The other cool thing is this ITC bracket. You mount this on your wall. So if you want to take this stuff off your tractor, this would be on your wall. This is a quick connect clamp, bam, and then you can hang this on your wall. And when you need it for your tractor, you can just take it off, put it back on. So it's kind of cool, easy, convenient storage. Gina will be so excited. So I was told the trick with this is put a piece of cardboard down in here. This is a heavy duty piece of cardboard. And this will keep the carriage bolts, their heads, from sliding out. So it makes it easier to attach it. Not that they can fall out, I was told, but this holds them tight in place. So that way you're not fighting with the carriage bolts to stay in there and slopping around on you. So I thought that was kind of cool. This is gonna go like so. The really cool thing about all this stuff is you never have enough room inside your tractor cab. And I don't know about you, but I do not like having my chainsaw in the tractor cab with me anyways. Because if you hit something or you roll over, that would not be good. If I knew how quick and easy this was going to be to put together, I would have done this yesterday before we went out working. So if you don't have a loader, they do make ones that go on your ROPS. But we have an enclosed cab, so we don't have ROPS. I can hear Gina in her garden. All right, this one we just gotta watch out for our hoses.
Well, I have been working on my potato bed. This is where I had my potatoes last year. So I'm planning on putting all the potatoes down in here, covering them with this soil here. So I think that will work out good for this year. I did get my DR trimmer out and went around the edges.
All right, I'm thinking the cargo box because I can put a lunch pail in here. I can put whatever I need and take it out with me. This is pretty slick. They're quick connect system. So you go like this, put it in, bam. Then you might be thinking, but Al, it can fall out. They give you a pin. You put the pin in. Put the pin in, pop it in. That's in place. I can stick a lunch pail in there. I can stick a gas can in there. Whatever I will need. So let's go ahead and put the chainsaw and chain box on the other side. That's gonna work out nice. All righty. Bam. Bam. Chainsaw, chain. All right, I can't find my chain, and that's why I need a chain box so I know where it is. But I'll have to find it, I don't know where it is. So for putting your chainsaw in here, you take your chain brake off, and then it kind of slides in place. You put your chain brake on, and it doesn't come out as easy. So bam, I like it. Chain brake on, it ain't gonna fall out and go anywhere. Perfect. Then I could have just done this, got a little bungee cord, and my gas tank would have been with me too, but now I'm ready for next time. I definitely like the Saw Boss, and you can put any chainsaw in here. So I can put my battery operated DeWalt in here. I just gotta remember to do that like when we go out mowing. Usually when we go out mowing, there's always a branch or something in our way. So if I have the chainsaw with me, it'll make it so much easier mowing. I'll have it right here. I don't have to worry about going back and getting it. I can keep a chain in the chain box, and if I gotta pull something out of the way while I'm out mowing, I already have it with me, and I got the cargo box. I can put my lunch box in there. I can put gas. I can put whatever I want over there. I can stick the toolbox in there and have tools with me, and that would be perfect. So I am excited to get this tried out. I should have put it on sooner, but hey, it's better to have it on now than not. It feels good to have the road all picked up because it was a mess from all the storms. Doesn't make it fun for driving out there, and it really wouldn't make it fun when we got to stop mowing. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us in our homestead. We wouldn't be doing all the stuff we're doing here if it wasn't for you. Thanks guys, and we'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye.